and this is sort of the countdown to the transplant, which looks like it's going to be more along the lines of January 22nd. And I'm going to have, I'm going to be watching the Super Bowl from my hospital bed, which totally blows. I'm going to see if I can have a little Super Bowl party. You're all invited, and hopefully that'll be fun. So anyway, that happened, and then so when I went home, I figured I'd beat Bunga to the punch and tell other people from home my cancer story. But it actually felt pretty good to talk to some people. I was again, late night after hours parties, just talking about it, and I feel okay talking about it now because I'm pretty close to remission. Although, as you know, the cancer numbers are actually going up slightly, which sucks. But as long as they don't go significantly, everything's okay. It was actually really good to talk to some people about it. I just didn't want to be the token cancer boy, the guy, the tragic story of the guy in his 30s who gets terminal cancer. But now we're getting to a point where we're going to do the transplant, and hopefully things will be okay. We're now getting on the bandwagon here. The transplant usually yields a 3-year remission. So it's my best chance to have a longer remission. It's around 3 years. They say that with any luck and my health, my general health and my age, it can be longer than 3 years, maybe 5 years. They have a guy who's been in remission for 15 years. Maybe I'll be that guy. I don't know. But the vast, overwhelming majority of the people are, 3 years. The goal is in 3 years, hopefully there's another treatment that they've invented. They're coming up with new treatments all the time. So hopefully there'll be a new treatment that I can take when the cancer's back. And do it again for a few years. And the idea is to just stay one step ahead of the cancer, because it's going to mutate, it's going to adapt, and it is going to come back. There's no, for cancer, there's no cure. It's probably going to get me. It's just when it gets me. I suppose when it gets me is when my body can't take the transplants anymore, because I doubt that the cancer itself is going to kill me. It's going to be the treatment. The treatment is far worse than the disease, let me tell you right now. So, because I'm young and because I'm strong, because I'm fairly healthy, I can go through this quite a bit. I can go through this probably until my, if I get to 60, if I get to 50, I'll be happy. But anyway, I don't want to turn this into a sob story. So, they took enough, they're going to take enough of my healthy stem cells once they blast me with chemo and all my hair falls out. They're going to take enough of my healthy stem cells for 3 transplants. So they're expecting that I'm going to go through 3 of these. And each time that I do it, they'll wait until I get good healthy stem cells again and take more for more transplants. So this is going to be a recurring thing, unfortunately, and what am I going to do about it? So it was nice to talk to some people at home about it. I have some friends that were just in complete shock, but it's nice to know that they're there for me. It's nice to know that, at least 10% of the people watching these videos are there for me. I wanted to talk about that in the next video. I have been really thinking long and hard about who my friends are, and man, it is a lot less than I thought it was. I've always, felt like I'm the popular, cool guy with a cool job, and literally hundreds of people, that I could call up at any moment who I would consider a friend and who would consider me a friend. But when it comes down to this kind of a situation, man, I got a 10. And I told my shrink that, and I told my ex-girlfriend that, and they were like, God, I wish I had 10 people I could count on. And I'm not trying to be, selfish about that. It's just that when you think you have 100, I mean, literally, when I have a party, I have like 100 people who I could call up, and I know everything about them. I tell you, where they live, who they're dating, I mean, I know about these people. I know their lives. And you just think, you know my life as well, and you think, all right, well, 100 people, shit, I hope I can fit them all in my house. You know, and then probably about 50 or 60 show up for whatever reason. But that's a party situation. That's like a keg party or whatever. So, you know, it's a happy, festive event. But you tell me you got cancer, and shit, man, those numbers really go down. I probably have 10 or 12 people I could call right now and say, I'm not feeling well, can you come over and sit with me for a few hours? And 10 to 12 people would be here in less than an hour. But it's been kind of a shock to the system. And I want to talk about that next time. And I actually want to introduce my few people that have been around for me. I'm going to bring them on camera and tell them how much I love them. So, hopefully before my hair falls out. I'm so like obsessed about this hair stuff. I got a haircut yesterday, which is a little bit shorter than my normal haircut, and then in 2 weeks I'm gonna get like the buzz cut, you know, the short Clooney, the old Clooney, so it's real high and tight, so that when I do lose my hair, it's less of a mess and less traumatic for me and less of a difference for other people who are going to see me. So anyway, I am going to be going to the hospital. I got a PSP for Christmas, bought it for myself, and I got a bunch of games for that. So for the first week or so, when I can't get out of bed, or 2 weeks, I'll have my PSP. I can play video games. So if you're thinking about bringing anything, you can bring PSP games. Yeah, don't bring me flowers and stuff. First of all, I have to be in a completely sterile room, so I don't think I can have flowers and like balloons and shit. Like, no, don't bother. Bring food or video games or hats. I'm gonna be bald. It's gonna be cold, dead of winter. Hats, food, video games. I don't know what else to say. Flowers are nice, but they're not gonna let me have them. Like a totally sterile room, you have to come in, wash your hands, wear a mask. It's going to be pretty hardcore. If I get sick when this happens, it's into the ground. Yeah, so I got a PSP and some games, and just trying to get prepared for the hospital. I'm getting a flat screen TV that I'm going to try to smuggle into my room in the hospital because I've got my PS2 video game console. I'm not a video game geek. I have just recently gotten into some of these things so that I spend a lot of time in the house, so I play video games. Kill the time. I write and I play video games. So now I'm sort of a gamer, I guess. It's just more to pass the time than anything else. As you can see, these are all my video games back here. It's crazy how a lot of them for PS2. So I bring my flat screen TV in and my PS2. It's got wireless controllers, so I can do that from bed too. And we're going to make the place, we're going to pimp it out.